I'm doing great, and how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So we should be coming in, guys.
Maybe I'm great. I don't have a vape. That's not good. I'm on a vaping show. Vape.
Oops.
There's
Yeah,
gotta be a
oops,
5'10"
big oops.
slim kicking around there somewhere.
One of those old
No.
808 ones we
There
have.
needs to be a Pops and a payphone. Happy.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Eagle 650?
Yeah, of course. I've got an Eagle 1000 here with a Stardust tank on it.
Okay, Jeffrey, you're breathing into your mic, sir. Fits it.
It's
Uh-oh. Oh.
Well, welcome one and all to the inaugural Vape Night in Canada. And true to style, we are missing one member.
Our Don Cherry of the group.
I'm pretty sure that he had better things to do than to join us tonight. But his loss.
Our game.
We get extra screen real estate tonight.
Mmm.
I tried to convince him to go get a suit with one of them ridiculously high collars and grow himself a goatee and dye it white. He wouldn't go for it.
I should go to Value Village and go shopping for him and mail a package on to him.
That would be
Really
awesome.
nasty suit jacket from the 70s.
However, you know, I would
In
love a
checker
suit.
print.
I would love a Don Cherry suit.
You would not be going anywhere in a Don Cherry suit, sir. I assure you that shit.
That's because it makes you hot.
You know
No,
what?
it's because I wouldn't take you out in public.
When I was getting ready to broadcast my very first show ever, I wanted to play the whole, you know, Canadian, you know, what we get seen as in the international scene. So I went into the city and I was gonna buy like a red and blue plaid shirt and do the whole, you know, Bob and Doug McKenzie with the fur hat.
Al the
and-
Flannel Land Portland look.
Yeah. You think I could find a flannel shirt anywhere in Saskatoon? I couldn't find.
Of all
a
places, that
plaid
should be the place you
flannel
find it.
Anywhere.
Really?
That's hilarious.
Fuck, I got one upstairs. I call it my Kurt Cobain shirt.
No,
One of my favorite jammy shirts, actually.
The only thing I have in plaid is my quilted jackets, and I'm not going to sit in my house wearing a quilted jacket. That shit's just way too warm.
I'm all about losing weight, but that's not the right way.
No, I don't want to sweat it off.
How about a suit like this one right here?
I would totally wear that. I personally like the other one though that he has, where it's black with the big honking blue flowers on it.
You know, I just don't know if I can pull that one off. That's really out there.
Kreegz, welcome.
I thought that was a good one. Sorry, guys, I couldn't help it. I've had that photo on my computer forever.
How much is that vapor in the window?
I don't know if I can find one like that at Value Village, but I'm pretty sure I can find some nasty plaid or checkered stuff.
Oh,
You
I
could
wanna
find
know
some
where-
curtains and have somebody make you one like
that's
that.
it. All you have to do is go to someone's grandma's house and take down her drapes.
Yeah, get some drapes from the 80s.
But I just want to
Drapes
know.
from the 80s,
I just want to
man.
know how many shitty wallpaper outlets are there that can continue making his suit jackets?
I don't know, like
It's the collars. It's the collars that get me, like the fucking 5-inch starched collar.
Oh, I know it.
Got a 6-inch turkey neck. That's why.
Well, look at it. I mean,
Well, the thing
No, I
is
think he's
it
got a
a
half-inch
5-inch collar,
neck.
or does Don Cherry only have a neck?
John-
This
He's got no neck.
he's a no-neck monster.
No
Yeah.
neck.
Well, I'd rather be a no-neck
I have
monster
3 shots.
than a no-neck vapor.
That's right.
Yeah, true.
Have you tried Paladin's Punch, Corey?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so it's marketed as an absinthe, orange, and hint of mint. No. It's mint, and then a little bit more mint with a hint of mint,
No.
and then just a scare of orange and no absinthe.
No. That shit tastes like Crest toothpaste.
No. Because my teeth don't feel squeaky clean.
I didn't say it was toothpaste, you fucking knob.
Oh, there's a scare of orange in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
But
rolling
nothing else
safe
for sure.
tonight. Tonight is all about the sugar cookie.
Oh. I'm vaping something that Kreegz made me. Oh my god, it's empty.
And my
Oh, it's the end of the world.
My bottle's, I think, over by your purse. I have to get it from you. I'm sticking to the true, good old pudding.
Mine is Strong Nana. It's so yummy. But I've lost it.
What's everybody out there in chat vaping tonight?
Oh, shoot. Duplicate. There we go.
You know,
Go
I
back
may live dangerously, and switch out the sugar cookie for a new creation named, for my good buddy Smokeater, G Money.
I can't work my computer. Help.
Mine's not behaving either.
No, I need like fucking technical support, and my technical support is at a housewarming party. Oh dear. And now I've lost my juice. I've got to be the most unorganized fucking vapor ever. That's not mine.
We got Curly's vaping the last of sugar cookie that he has.
Ooh, that's because
Personals.
KP has it all.
Personal's vaping a hazelnut coffee in a 0.90 dripper.
Ooh.
Hayes is rocking Mountain Dew, vanilla cupcake, and blueberry blizzard. And hello, Astro.
Astro Sweat, how you doing?
Now, I made a blueberry raspberry vape today, but I think I burnt my taste buds out because I was really, really digging it. And maybe on the 3rd drip session, you know how sometimes a juice just kind of flatlines and you don't taste anything?
Yep.
It did that to me.
I hate when that happens. And then it just becomes a vape. There's nothing to it.
I've only had 2 juices ever do that to me.
You're
Or
lucky.
sorry, 2 juices that have not ever done that to me, and that's pudding and fluid.
Well, this one, most juices flatline for me after, a couple hundred mils, not after, 3 drips. I'll show you. There's the bottle, and it was full right to the top of the neck, and so I really didn't drip very much of it.
That's not a lot at all.
And it flatlined. But yet it's one of those where if it wasn't for the fact it had nick in it, you'd probably want to drink it.
And it's a blueberry?
Yeah, it's a blueberry raspberry.
Ooh, you might win my heart with that.
Oh.
because I love raspberry. And blueberry goes well with just about everything.
But how quickly it mellowed, we may have to call this one the Crystal Light series.
Oh no. Hi, AK.
Hi, AK.
Hi,
Hi,
AK.
Stuckus.
No, the flavoring is purple. It's not that it went crazy dark already. The flavoring is bloody purple.
It's a really dark juice.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
fucking royal purple. And I didn't add any
Crazy.
color. Just the way it is.
Ooh, wow, this stuff kicks you in the ass.
And that's on your iClear. How do you feel about that thing?
Ooh. The iClear 30? For being a person... excuse me. I'm still choking on it. For being a person that's not a huge fan of wick-style tanks, it's a good tank.
Really?
I'll give the iClear 30 a 9 out of 10. It vapes better than expected. You know, it's sealed up real nice. It was gurgle-free for me. You know, for a VV style tank, it was probably the best vape I had out of a VV style. That said, I hate that fucking drip tip.
Fucking knuckle
fucking
drip tip.
hate
Oh,
the drip tip. It is ridiculous.
it gets gunky so quick because it's metal.
Yeah.
And this knuckle thing, I don't know, it irks me. But as far as the vape goes and the wick, and I'm also using Paladin's Punch in this as a test. I want to see if Paladin's Punch will etch my tank, and it looks like it's clouding it a little bit. But it wicks really well. It vapes good. But like you say, Corey, the biggest downfall is that damn drip tip.
Yeah, and like I had zero complaints with the functionality of it. It just the drip tip irks me. It's not a deal breaker, but it irks me.
It's just one of those things that puts a bug up your ass about not liking it.
But it was good for somebody else because I ended up sending all of my iClear 30s to a newbie. Because the drip tip was just a deal breaker for me.
Yeah. And really, when it comes down to it, it is for me as well. But I haven't finished all the juice with them yet, so.
See, for me, I can stand the tip straight up, but it always ends up getting like knocked over and moves around. It trips me out. I'm not a fan at all.
I guess
what?
a drop of epoxy would have fixed it for me, but it just happened that when I was doing the testing, somebody was looking for advice on tanks, and it was one of those, do I have a deal for you?
Yeah, see, I don't think epoxy could have done it for. I don't know. I don't like the style of it. I don't like the way it feels. Yeah, I'm not a fan at all.
But do you like metal drip tips at all?
See, I don't mind some metal drip tips, but it has to be the right metal. I love the anodized aluminum ones. I don't mind some of the stainless steel ones, but I mean, and Corey, you can attest to this, and a lot of the other people that live in our colder climates. In the wintertime, it's not the best thing to be using. Especially if you spend more than half an hour outside and your lips are wet and your drip tip's cold, and then it gets a little hard to pull away from your yab.
Well, in all honesty, in the wintertime, my vape rides in the inside pocket of my coat. And I've never had my lips freeze to it. So I'm sure my day is coming. My favorite drip tips are 24 karat gold. I find that they have the cleanest taste. After that, it's going to be a toss-up in between the acrylic tips from Vash or stainless steel. And I do not like. I do not like the anodized ones.
You don't like the anodized ones?
I vape too much citrus, and it gives me a funny taste coming off an anodized tip.
Oh, I never even thought of that.
Yes, that's you. You're such a geek. There's Mummy waving in the background.
Hi,
I'm
Mom!
just waiting for the random hand in the back of the camera and whack.
I can too. I can see you sitting right there. Corey says or Mom says that's definitely coming, Corey.
I will pay you $1 to do it right fucking now.
The thing is, she's probably planning to slap you, and it won't be that random because we'll see her coming.
Everybody will be laughing before you even get fucking cuffed.
Old people sure are feisty, I tell you. Especially right after Matlock.
Just before nap time.
Just before nap time. It's time for your applesauce and your nap now.
Don't you break the Mac, I will kick your ass, Mom. Oh, she's throwing things, people, help.
As long as it's not
She's
scissors
getting violent.
or a Vammo. You
Yeah,
can do
no
serious
Vamos.
damage throwing a Vammo.
You can. That thing's like a dead blow hammer. I'm just hoping she doesn't break a hip.
Especially yours.
Right. Thank you for clarifying.
She's on delay. This is so funny. 'Cause I hear you guys all in real time. She hears you after, so I'm like looking and waiting for her reaction. And she's like, "Oh, you motherfucker!"
So I've got about a 6-second delay to run when I say the right thing. See ya, kids.
Oh, that's awesome.
Except for the fact she is in the room with you, and there's off chance that she'll hear you when you say it.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. She's got headphones on and everything, so we're
And
pretty
half
good.
And half that anyways. Oh, fuck.
Corey's pissing himself.
Perfect. She hit you but good too. Wow.
It smarts a little, I tell you.
Ah.
I'm just glad that I'm
you
not the only
totally
person that's been slapped on a live broadcast.
I know. I know.
Oh, man. Jeez, I gotta admit though, I haven't been hit yet, and I picked her up at 1 o'clock.
So a couple of days of sucking up before her flight really paid off.
Well, I haven't been home the last 2 days. I got home, I think. Thursday I got home early because the steering box in my truck went. But Friday I didn't get home till 9 o'clock. So I didn't have time to suck hole.
Oh, monkeys. Nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Jesus. See what happens when you get these two in the same room together?
I'm coming to the realization that for myself, with especially sugar cooking, I need to be mixing this stuff at least by the 2-liter bottle, so that there's a chance that it'll be steeped by the time I get to the bottom of the bottle.
Do you not speed steep it?
I don't think speed
You're just loving
steeping
the
actually
shit.
exists.
Oh, it so does. At least in my experience.
Well, see, here's the whole debate, and I do have a very powerful ultrasonic machine on the way to test with, and if it does work, if I am proven wrong, I will admit it, and I'll buy a commercial unit. What I think, and this is just my theory here, when we heat it, what we do is allow it to mix. We thin it and allow it to mix much better. Microwaving it breaks the bonds at a molecular level, and once again allows it to mix more completely. I think ultrasonic does the same thing. It breaks it down and helps it to mix better. but how do we speed steep when steeping is a chemical process?
See what I do, and this is my little squirrel in my head running way into overtime. But heat the bottle up in hot water. Let it sit in hot water for 5-10 minutes. Shake the crap out of it. So now you've thinned it. You've excited the molecules. They're moving around fast because they're hot and they're bumping into each other, and you know, it's like being in a hot, sweaty club. Eventually, somebody's going to take their shirt off, right? And then you put it back in the hot water, shake it off, or let it sit for 5 minutes, shake it up again, throw it back. I do that 3 or 4 times, and I find it really does change the flavor. It heightens the flavor of whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. And we did that with the test run of a juice that Kreegz made, Zaichick, and I think it worked. Because it brought out one of the flavors that wasn't there before.
Yeah.
Yep, and see...
Now, be it that
if
made
you
it
were-
mix better, like you were saying, I'm not sure.
Did it color?
Yes, it did get a
Yes,
little
it
darker.
did.
Because, like, let me show you something here. Here's a bottle of a vanilla juice that is steeped. And here's a bottle of a vanilla juice that's fresh today.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this was microwaved, and it was hot water treated, and it was shaken for about 20 minutes. It wasn't run through an ultrasonic, but it had all the other processes done to it, because I do that to get my blend.
See, when we did it, it did not darken near as much as the first one you held up there.
Yeah.
But it did change the color from almost like a tinted clear to more of a cloudy, starting to turn to this juice happens to be a pinkish color, and it started to really bring out the pink.
Oh.
Yeah, it went from kind of a clearish, Eastery kind of pink to more of like a rose color. There's my girly side coming out. And that's about all.
And see what
It was fuchsia.
What keeps getting me is that when we talk about steeping, you know, the actual term steeping, it's all about oxidization of the nicotine. And the way the nicotine reacts to the flavorants in the juice. And as the nic oxidizes, that's what makes it darker.
Okay, but wait, Court, so does that mean non-nic juices can't steep?
Non-nic juices will not really change all that much after they're mixed.
What about pre-steeping your nic so that it starts to age on its own before mixing it?
It's not just a change in the nic.
Flavoring, doesn't it?
It's how the nic reacts to the flavoring.
Yeah.
And like, I am no chemist at all. I just seem to have a knack for putting the right flavors together. You know, that's about my limitations in chemistry. And Struckus is right. Steeping should be called aging.
Be called aging, yeah.
And like, I've heard all kinds of debates about leaving the cap off to be able to speed it up. You know,
Set bitter old mother-in-laws.
the juices on my desk in use, I don't bother capping till I go to bed. You know, they'll be uncapped on my desk all day. But as for, you know, buying juice or making juice and then leaving it sit on a shelf for 2 weeks without a cap on it, no, that's not happening.
Well, in that respect, does it not steep on its way to you? I mean, like when you order MLV and it's 2 weeks and then, you know, you get your juice, then it would be 2 weeks steeped, yes?
Yes. You know, you definitely have steep time in the transportation. And like we were talking about that before, Kelly, about the warm water. And we're of differing opinions. My opinion is that it helps me get a full mix. And Smokeater is of the other, you know, other mindset that it's starting the process. And you know what? We could both be right or we could both be wrong.
Both be, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. All I know is if I fresh mix a juice and I hit it with hot water, I can vape it sooner.
I mean, even at the very least, the hot water is blending the flavors.
Yep.
But, I mean, when you go back to the oxidization is just a fancy $1 word for the breaking down, the natural breaking down process of a organic compound.
Oh,
And see, Astro, I
said.
totally buy that. But like I've had people tell me that 30 minutes in an ultrasonic equals 3 weeks of natural steeping time. And until I get that powerful unit and could test it, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go with 3 weeks. Like I say, because all of my juices that Kreegz mixes up for me, I steep in the ultrasonic. Well, okay, I don't steep. I put in the ultrasonic, and they do their vibro heaty thing, and they come out, and, you know, they taste a lot better than they did before they went in. So,
Now,
with that, I call it belief.
when you're putting them in there, are you just throwing the bottle in? Or are you having the tub full of water and putting the bottle in? Or are you dumping the juice into the clean tub?
No, tub full of water with the bottle in there.
And are you heating it
And
or
it-
using hot water?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Here's one question, though, we brought up the other day.
It's right up.
The four of us were all, and the four of us being that Zai, myself, Kreegz, and his beautiful bride, we're all sitting just shooting the shit. And one question that was brought up is these bottles, when they heat up, do they have BPA in them? Does it leach any of the plastic chemical ingredients into the juice?
We're not able to get them hot enough to be into a risk point. You know, if there is a risk point, it's going to be, you know, when we're starting to achieve that 250 Celsius, and we're never going to get them anywhere near that. You know, not ever.
Right.
unless you microwave.
Yes, see, and I don't. I don't ever microwave my juices.
And see, I don't think we get them anywhere near that heat microwaving, because like when I only do my own and testers in the microwave. And when I microwave them, I run a 140 ml bottle for 15 seconds. And I do it uncapped, and I've never had it come out more than warm. And so, I don't know. Like, it's an unknown, so I'm not going to do it for juice that leaves my house. For my own samplers and testers and that, I don't have time to let them sit. I'm speeding it up as much as possible, quite often, because I want to know what it tastes like. I want to know what it tastes like right now. I mixed it, now I want to vape it.
Mm-hmm. See, that's me too. I'm not one to let it sit. Like KP said, all the juices he gets, he sits in a cabinet for 5 days without a cap. I don't have the fucking patience to be doing that.
No.
I'm an instant
no.
gratification kind of person.
Yep.
I need to know what this tastes like now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. Okay, I'm gonna vape it. Oh shit, it's gone, and it's only day 2. Oh, didn't get to steep it.
But I mean Corey and most of you already know me well enough. I always have a couple of bottles of my ADV on hand. So one steeping while I'm vaping the other one. And then I go to the steeped one, and I mean, it's always a little better, right? Because unsteeped, you just don't have everything there.
Well, you know, some juices are best when they're fresh, too. You know, my shaky pudding, the fresher it is, the better it is. Like, it never goes bad. But I enjoy that juice the absolute most the moment it's mixed.
See, I'm like that with pudding. As soon as I pull it out of the box, in it goes.
Yep.
I tried shaky pudding once, I've got a little bottle here. I'm still scared to go back to it because the first time it was like, I don't know, it tasted sort of like the pepper spray scraped off of Mike Tyson's face.
Oh.
It was very, very, very spicy and peppery to me.
Well, the peppery notes would only be from the Nick. Because that's what Nick tastes
But it was
like.
at our level. But it was our level, though, so there would have been no reason that it should have tasted peppery.
Sometimes some flavors don't cover certain notes quite as well.
Right.
But Nick in itself, the closest flavor I could give to pure Nick is pepper, black pepper.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. And that, like, if I vape a juice that's too high a Nick for me, I notice right away.
Yep.
All I can taste is pepper.
Wow.
So I don't know how you do
Rod?
your stealth vape.
Hi, Rod. Good to see ya.
That's how I don't understand how you do your stealth vape at 24 milligrams of straight Nick mixed with PG.
You don't understand how that's possible?
Well, no, I mean I understand how it's possible, but wouldn't it taste like you're throwing a pepper packet in your mouth?
No. I started at 24 and had to go up to 32.
Wow. See, I went the other way. I started at 24, and within 10 days I was down to 16.
And see, I did 6 months or so at 24.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got tired of over-nicking myself doing shows, so I dropped to 12. And at 12, I could vape almost non-stop, except during shows. During shows, I was still nicking myself out. And then, Jenny's come into the play, and the Nick had to go down again. So I was mixing my juice for dripping at 12, and for Jenny's at 6. And right now, I'm pretty much mixing everything at 8.
Right.
And that seems to be, I can keep going all day long without getting a headache, whether I'm dripping or on a Jenny. Though I can still give myself the shakes, just no headaches.
Yeah, see, I went down to 6 once I started really hitting the Jennies and the drippers. And, I mean, even now, I can get the shakes on 6 milligrams.
It's actually funny talking about bringing Nick now. Before we moved up here, Kreegz was vaping a 12. And he's like, taste this juice. And all we kept saying was, oh, it's peppery, or oh, the Nick's too high, or whatever the case may be. So now, him and his lovely bride both vape 6. He's like, fuck it. I said, fuck it, and I just brought it down so you can taste my juices now.
Right.
So now he's at a 6 as well.
I think the lower a person goes in their Nick level, the better the flavor is in the juice.
Absolutely.
Like, I'll say hands down, the best tasting juice I've ever tried is Zero Nick.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have...
Really?
It doesn't satisfy.
See, I chain vape. I sit in the truck all day long. I'll blitz through a tank, halfway through the day, and I gotta refill it. And before I even park the truck at the end of the day and on my way home, I filled it again. And before I go to bed, I've topped it up. But I chain vape. That's all I do. I vape and I drive. So 6 is perfect for me. And if I start getting the shakes, then I'll put it down and fight the urge to pick it back up again.
But I think at the end of the day, it's all about finding your happy place. And everybody's sick of hearing, happy place. But really, that's what success in this is all about.
Yep.
You find that place, device, atomizer, juice-wise, that you could never dream of being without.
Yep.
You find that place, that place of bliss or zen or whatever you want to call it, and you just stay there. You venture out to test, so on and so forth. But like when I started, I chased rainbows, and this this next device, this is going to do it for me. This is going to do it. This is, so on and so forth. Until I just settled down and realized, low milligram juice, never-ending supply on a hot atomizer, I'm happy. As long as I got a hot atomizer with a big air hole, I'm pretty much satisfied and don't want anything else.
That's my favorite vape. Nice cooking hot atomizer through the IMO door.
Yeah, and see, for me, I went the Stardusts, I went the Vivies, I did all of that crap, and the Cardos, and Drippers, and all of that. And I'm telling you, I got this fucking K-Fun, and it's the end-all be-all of everything. I love the shit out of it.
Wow.
I am running one Addy right now. When it's empty, I will put a new flavor in it, or when my bottle of the flavor that I currently absolutely love is empty, then I'll put a new flavor in it. But yeah, that's definitely my perfect vape, is my K-Fun. And this fucking Paps is bitchin'.
And I like the K-Fun for its simplicity, but I don't think I would ever give it better than a vape.
I gotta disagree with you on that one. I've got the 3.1 with the adjustable air hole on it. I've opened the air hole up to where I like it. I'm a lung puller, so I can lung pull it all day long, and I'm satisfied with it. Or it's just tight enough that I can still do a mouth pull if I want to. Not that it's my thing, but it's perfect. And I built it at 0.7 ohms. I'm happy with it.
Like, the best vape I had off the K-Fun was on the Destroyer at around 32 watts. That was the best that I had out of it. And so what I'm going to do, like, I've got a K-Fun, I got another one that'll be here next week. They're both going on DNA 20 mods, and they're just going to live there.
Nice.
And they'll never be epic, but they'll work. And here's my take on the K-Fun. With juice surrounding the chamber, I don't think it ever gets hot enough to give me the vape I really want. Like, I'm happiest with an atomizer about 10 pulls into a drip session when the atomizer's so hot you can't touch it.
Right.
Yeah, that really brings out the flavor then.
And that's what I'm missing in the K-Fun, and I can't get it hot enough to do that because the juice is there cooling it down.
What are you running for resistance on it?
Right now it's 1 ohm, and I played with it on mechanicals. I played with it on high power variable voltage units. That I've got stuff that can push over 30 watts. And it's never got hot enough. And I can't fault something for not conforming to how crazy I vape.
Well, I mean, with that though, I think I have it in here somewhere. This is it. Just waiting for it to load. I've got a calculator here.
See, but I also don't vape like you, right? So it works so well for me at my vaping style, I suppose, right?
Well, and like I was saying, like, I can't fault it. It doesn't allow me to get as hot as I want, but that's not necessarily a fail. It feeds right, the flavor's good, it's easy to fill, it's easy to maintain, it's easy to build. These are all big bonuses, big pluses on its design. And like I said, I have one. I've got another one on the way. I did speak for a light. And I've got a Russian coming. So, I'm not giving up on the design or the style. It won't replace my drippers.
So here's my personal experience with it. I built mine at 0.7 ohm, and like you said, you like to vape it until it's hot enough that you can barely touch it.
No. I built that shit.
Yes. So I built this one at 0.7 ohms, and when I vape it, to my style, it gets hot enough that you can barely touch it. Like, it gets hot enough to raise surprise in your mind and go, man, am I doing something wrong? Now, we all know how long a freshly charged 4.2 volt battery lasts, so I did the calculation at 4 volts on a 0.7 ohm resistance. It's 22.85 watts, and for me, it's perfect. And as it gets hotter, it gets more perfect.
I'm a solid, 8 to 10 watt vapor, and I love the shit out of it. It is my perfect vape.
And see, one of the things that probably is working against me in truly loving it is I've vaped Jennies for so long, and you get
That's
used
a hard
to that.
hurdle to get past.
You get used to that hot, thick vape. Now you're getting a thick vape, lots of flavor, but it doesn't have the heat.
Yep.
It's pretty hard to beat, like my steam turbine. The vape coming off of that is so bloody hot, it'll scorch your throat.
Wow.
And that's not dry hitting. It's just the design of it. That, like, anything by Doc Dave runs hot. Anybody that's vaped any of Doc Dave's stuff knows that. Like, the stuff runs really, really hot. I don't know if it's in his design or if it's on purpose or if it's accidental. His shit just hits hard. Let the article very slowly load here. Oh, and unfortunately it's got a video with it, so that might cause me a few problems.
I just paused the video. Basically, it's an article that's based out of Atlanta, and it says children, like adults, are increasingly trying electronic cigarettes, according to the first large national study to gauge use by middle and high school students. About 2% of the students said that they'd used an e-cigarette in the previous month, according to the survey done last year. That was up 1% from 2011. So they're worried that e-cigarettes are going to be a gateway to stinkies.
Well, do they have in there how many kids in that same age bracket admitted to smoking an analog in that same
That's
period
the
of
big
time?
thing. How many of them are admitting that they have? However, it does close with future regulations shouldn't stifle what may be the most significant harm reduction opportunity that has ever been made available to smokers. And that was stated by Murray Kessler, Chief Executive of Lorillard Incorporated.
See, Lorillard is the people that make Newports.
They're the third largest tobacco company and owner of Blue e-cigs.
Right.
Well, of course he's going to say that.
But a guy's got to give it to Lorillard. When the other companies were all trying to fight e-cigs, Lorillard saw the writing on the wall, and they bought in, and they bought in big. And I don't want to be buying my supplies from a big tobacco company or a pharmaceutical company. That said, I'd rather be buying an e-cig from a tobacco company than buying cigarettes from a tobacco company.
Yeah.
But that's, again, back to that whole, that's not going to impact us. That will impact all the nudes.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still of the belief that those who are currently involved with it and who become involved with it before any legislation is proposed will be in the know if legislation is placed in, or set into place. But unfortunately, those who aren't won't have that opportunity.
Right.
I mean, somehow I don't think I'm going to be running out of pudding anytime soon.
Probably not.
No, I think you're safe.
You know, juice-wise, I'm pretty much good to go for the rest of my life. And
You're prepared for the zombie apocalypse?
you know, as long as I don't lose my bookmarks on my computer, I'm pretty much good to go. You know, flavoring's never going to be an issue. PG and VG's never going to be an issue.
Yep.
You know, Nick, worst case scenario is a person has to do their own extraction. But, you know, they can't make it, they can't make it illegal everywhere. You know,
Right.
there's always going to be somewhere that's going to sell it and ship it. Always. And so I don't think that, you know, for those that have a little bit of online savvy are really ever going to have issues getting what they need. It's just unfortunate that we even have these conversations. Because,
Yep.
you know, the powers that be should be so heavily behind this and pushing it.
Yep.
And advertising it and you know, working on awareness instead of fighting it. It's just crazy.
Wow, Astro. Really?
Oh, wow. Really? Because that's funny. I have talked to a lot of people about their doctors and their thoughts on it. And like even Mum, she went to her doctor and told her that, you know, I'm a non-smoker, have been for 8 months now, and yada yada. She was like, I am so happy for you. How'd you do it? And so she told her, and she was like, that is amazing.
Wow.
And even like pharmacists and stuff, you talk to them, and it's very openly accepted. Like everyone is very, wow, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I've never heard of the doctors being asses about it.
Well, that's definitely
Yeah, I
part of
haven't-
it. Some
I'm-
docs do like to see their patients get sicker, not better. You know, that definitely is a mentality that's out there. You know, job security. At the same time, some of these doctors get huge subsidies by the pharmaceutical giants.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's major incentives out there for them to push the meds on people. And I think when we run into a doctor that's really down on it, if a person was able to check financials on their clinic, you would find their clinic is propped up by a pharmaceutical company.
Yeah. They are definitely the biggest drug pushers.
Yeah.
It's, oh, you're sick? Here, have a pill. That's what I loved about my doctor in BC before we moved out here to Alberta. He was always, oh, something's wrong with you? Here's a natural way to deal with it. Drink
Yep.
more cranberry juice. Flush your system. Like he was, yeah, always more about the natural things rather than the, hey, here's a pill.
But whenever I see one of those articles that's down on vaping, I would really want to just get a hold of the reporter by the throat and shake them. I know it's not a very mature thing to do, but I really want to do it.
That's not the point. Yeah, it's the point that they're bashing something that has done so much good for so many people. And like when I started, I really didn't understand where all the hostility came from.
Mhm.
I don't get it. What is it that you fucking people are bitching about? Leave us alone to be happy and do what we're doing. Like I really just don't get it.
It's called trolls. They have nothing better to do.
Yeah, well, I have to agree with you on that one. It blows donkeys. Yeah, see, like Curly said, it's true. Doctor dealers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, our old doctor back in BC, he was a family friend, and he really broke it down for us. And he doesn't agree with the system, and I never found him to be really a person that would pull out the prescription pad very often. But doctors get kickbacks for the prescriptions that they write. They get a fee back from the pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah, he said, like, if I have a contract with this pharmaceutical company and I prescribe it so many amount of times, I get a lump payout for doing so. And right there, I was like, wow, that's so fucking wrong on 1,000 different levels.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's just a legal dealer.
No, I do have enough faith in the medical profession or some members of it that I don't think that mentality plays through, even through the majority.
Yeah.
Really?
Maybe we just have better luck out here with doctors. You definitely, you do see it, but not as prevalent as I've had people tell me about it.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine that it would be more prevalent being the amount of doctors you find in an epicenter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being that you're in a bigger area, there's so many more doctors than there usually would be, so you'll get more of the bad than you will of the good.
I'll be right back, kids.
Yep. I don't know about getting more of the bad than you would of the good. Because generally, I think we forget about the good because it doesn't affect us in the same way bad does.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't piss you off. It doesn't get
Right.
that bug up your ass, and you're not
Right.
like, ah.
Right.
So yeah, I can level with you on that one. Maybe you just hear the bad more than you hear the good.
Well, it affects you stronger.
It does.
It elicits a stronger emotion, I guess.
Yep. Like Corey said, he wants to strangle some fucking peoples.
Well, strangle's really strong language. You know, a solid grip, and maybe the feet off the ground, and a good solid shake. No more than a minute and a half. No more than a minute and a half.
No more than until he goes a little limp. I'm not gonna let him go all the way limp.
You know,
just a little limp.
If they're a pencil pusher and they got a pencil neck and something happens, really that's not my fault. They should have worked harder in life.
You should have built your muscles bigger.
And see, like, our local pharmacist here is a
That
big
is very
supporter
cool.
of what we're doing. Nick makes no difference to him. He sees the benefits in it right from day one I started. And like I said many times, my sister is a specialist. And my absolute biggest supporter ever since I made the conversion.
It's nice when you have that support. And Struckus, shh, not supposed to tell anybody.
Yeah, I've seen that one a few times, Wayne.
That's my mantra.
I was wondering how long it would take to get a comment from the peanut gallery.
It's a good thing you're not there, Corey. You'd get swatted too.
Well,
I love the fact that there's a delay. I heard what you said and then looked over at her and watched her giggle.
Well, in my defense, the worst thing that can happen for me is that I say something and Jeff gets slapped for it. That's really the worst that can happen.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's pretty fucking funny, actually. I'd say that's a fair trade-off. You're pretty safe.
Until that day that I actually have to meet Jeff, and he's got it all tallied up. I've been slapped 31 times because of you.
Lost count a long time ago.
Struckus thinks your real name sounds like the real name of a superhero, so I told him to be quiet. No one else is supposed to know.
Yeah, that's my secret, man. I can't tell you what crime fighting I do because it's top secret. But
It certainly doesn't involve running, that's for sure.
wow, we're a fucking hour in and fat jokes are coming.
And, see, I just figured you were always combating the late deliveries of frack sound.
That's right.
Oh, that's funny shit.
However, she mocks my running. But if you ever saw her running, you'd fucking piss your pants laughing. Because it's kind of like a spastic mongoloid trying to take 2 oversized steps.
Well, it's hard to get wound up to
While
speed
chasing
when you're
after
wearing
a-
size 4 children's shoes.
Shut up!
That are square-toed.
I do not have Flintstone feet. Oh dear.
You know, this was a great idea for a show.
Us all hanging out? Fucking right. So we have so much fun in hangouts.
Call me fart man. Yeah, that sounds more like it.
If you're fart man, you can't be fart man. I'm fart man.
And us women would never want to admit to anything like that, would we?
Are you nuts?
No.
I can fart better than I can.
Did you just say that in your outside voice?
And every time she shits her string, I gotta repaint the fucking wall. It's raining heavy.
Oh my goodness!
Cocksucker! Kathy's pissing herself. Yeah, now clean that up.
Fuck, clean it up.
Clean up the fucking mess I made.
Fuck. Come out of the gate with fat jokes, and I'll tell everybody how bad your farts really are.
So which one of you runs it?
Fuck! I heard that in my mouth.
You got any more?
What was it, 18650?
No,
It
it was
should
a
be.
bottle of hand cream.
Spousal abuse.
Fuck.
I got more.
I'm gonna start pitching shit at you.
I got your deodorant in my purse. Don't fuck with me. I will bean you one. Motherfucker.
Your incomings are always late, Astro.
Thank you for not warning him prior.
Oh my god.
Pretty much,
Baby
Wayne.
farts are used when welders are not available. Flamethrower.
Thermite welding.
If you need some spot welding done, just give her a call.
But, you know,
Yup. Nothing covered. Nothing covered.
Start wearing a fucking helmet.
Oh, Kathy's pissing herself here. You're making Kathy choke at everything.
I did choke. There's
Oh,
a big
Mommy.
bottle, a big spray bottle right behind you, Zai.
No, that
Throw that
shit's
one
heavy.
too.
Mom just said he should have been wearing a helmet a long time ago. That explains the whole bunch.
Besides, that's the deodorizer spray I gotta carry around when I'm fucking sitting on the couch with her.
play nice, kids.
Oh shit.
Jesus.
Now, in
Fuck,
all,
man. How much more shit?
in all
I got
honesty,
10 ml bottles.
in
beat
your
the band.
in your family at Walmart, who is the one guilty of doing the fart and run?
Oh, that's fucking
that's
me.
him. Full on, that's him.
That's so me. I'm bad enough to drop one and then find an employee and go, you need to clean up in a free, buddy.
Yeah, he's horrible.
I just bug her off.
Horrible.
You know, I gave up on trying to get her to follow. You know, the first few times, you know, it's almost, honey, we gotta move over a couple aisles. No, just, you know, let me finish up. We gotta go. No, she turns around, I'm fucking gone. And she says the absolute worst thing is people walk by. And she said if it's just a guy walking by, you get that look, you know, what the fuck did you just do? but if it's a couple walking by, she said she'll get the look from the husband, you know what the fuck did you just do, and a look from the wife, dear, I've been there, I know what you're going through.
My favorite, though, Corey, is you find two old people, and you cut one, and you just kind of take a few steps over to the side, and then all of a sudden the old lady looks, oh, Henry, really in the store?
We were in the checkout line at Costco, and you know we didn't have a whole lot of stuff, and I'm trying to get out of the line, and like Amy just wouldn't let me. And hon, I gotta go. No, you can stay here. If I gotta stand in this line, so do you. I gotta go. No, if I
regret
gotta.
it.
And so I let her buck. Well, people actually in front of us left the line. Costco's a pretty big place, and let's just say that cloud hung over all the tills.
Oh my god.
And like years later, it still gets brought up. You know how bad and rotten it was. And like I honestly tried to get outside because I knew it was gonna be bad.
That story keeps coming back because it was so disgusting.
Wow.
God. You're proud of it.
That is, it's a boy thing.
Should not be proud of things like that.
No.
Yeah, she heard him talking about it. She's like, yeah, that
That's
story
something to be
always
proud
comes
of.
up.
Despite what Amy says, that's something to be proud of. When you can clear a fucking apartment, that's pride right there.
Oh my god, that was horrid. There was like fucking 8 of us out on this tiny ass balcony. We had to run for our lives. It was ridiculous. Fucking balcony could barely fit 2 chairs. He cleared the entire apartment. There was like 8 of us stuck out there. We were like, oh my god, we're gonna die. You know what? We'd go back in the house.
Would you eat, man? It's fogging up the window.
It was horrible. Horrible. Fuck, man.
Get to this
Well, because Corey and I have the minds of 4-year-olds. Oh, I like Wayne's thinking. And the air conditioner on recirculate so you can just keep poisoning everybody.
Oh, Wayne, that's horrible. Oh, absolutely horrible.
No, the absolute worst is corn chowder for me. Made with heavy cream. Oh.
Him? He's broccoli.
Broccoli.
I fucking hate feeding him broccoli. That's it, then we all have to move out for a couple of days and leave him be. Let him fester until he's good again.
I have to eat 4 house acres out of my house.
I want to know if Wayne does that trick when he's driving the ambulance down the highway.
We picked him up for a broken leg, but I'm sorry to report he's going to need treatment for chemical inhalation.
Asphyxiation due to unknown gas.
Oh.
Oh dear.
How about
Pupper,
that
was
vapor
pretty good
production?
too. Jesus.
Grab, go. Oops. I'm not-
Like the burning end of a midnight cigarette. Broke his heart.
Apparently we're offending the seniors of the house.
His whole life trying to
Well, they just have more experience.
watch him drink his pain away a little at a time. But he never could get drunk enough to get her off his mind until the night
Ruh-roh.
he put that bottle
That is a pretty good one, Puffer.
and pulled the trigger.
Well, I do like that.
And finally drank
Whoops.
away her memory.
Oh, it's
Sure, this time it was
filling my K fun.
then the strength he had to get up off his knees.
Yeah, Swill's here, Wayne.
We found him with his face down in the pillow, with a note that said, "I love her till I die."
Okay, come on.
We buried him beneath.
Okay, listen. I had a chocolate fountain and like 72,000 pounds of ice cream for dessert.
And
Bounce.
the cotton candy.
Not to mention cotton candy. Bounce. Crawl quickly. We went out to the buffet tonight, and it's got like this four-tier chocolate fountain, and my daughter went nuts. My son got his, came and sat back down at the table and went, "Mommy, I don't think I should be eating this."
I think I'm going to switch over to the Woody.
Well, the best part, Kathy, is I don't think a couple of our participants have the audio turned on in the show.
Right.
I can see what you're doing, you fucker.
You are, aren't you? Size at it again.
I am not!
Sitting there shitting their string.
Fucker.
Fucking crying here, guys.
That's why this is such a good idea for a show.
Yes, I is starting to float.
She's levitating off her couch.
I am not!
That's why our couch is chocolate colored.
Oh, you fucker. You're all fuckers, that's it. You're fired. All of you. Fuckers.
A wet wipe. I think Zai does.
Eat a whole box of Huggies. Don't fuck right off. Kathy's dying here.
Oh fuck!
These fuckers are horrible.
Oh shit!
See a doctor.
What's it?
Now, who says fart humor isn't fun? You know, everybody's in fucking tears. You know,
Oh fuck!
I had to turn the show sound on because I'm missing all the good shit. You fucking can't stop.
That's it, you started it. Now she's got the rolling giggles.
what do you mean I started it? I got a Skype message telling me to do it.
Uh-huh.
Everybody thinks Kathy's innocent. I
We
gotta,
even got a snort out of it.
Oh no!
I gotta break it to you. Kathy might look innocent, but she
Oh
isn't.
no! Well, she's the one stuck here sitting pulling a Miss Piggy. That's what happens.
Oh god!
I just want to know, is it pure coincidence or is there something going on that every time Zai is live, that fucking fart board comes out?
It's because you guys are fuckers. That's what it is. It's not my fault.
Oh, sometimes it's just too much fun fucking with your friends.
Well, Corey, I couldn't believe that you hadn't thought of that already.
I hadn't. I pulled the blank.
I Skyped you.
I saw the message come across the bottom of my screen like, duh, why didn't I think of that?
It's the only way to get rid of the word.
Nope.
Shake that money maker.
Nope. Fuckers.
Damn.
Last time you told me that, then I did, and then Jason played the fart board the whole time.
But I'm not Jason. I am far more considerate than that.
Oh, so now we're lying, are we? Is that where we are?
We wouldn't go there.
Now I play the fucking fart board the whole time because I'm just that cruel.
Jesus.
Makeup's running,
You're
Kathy?
recovering now.
Yeah. Eyes are watering and I'm fucking crying. Jesus.
Forking.
Fork, fork,
Forking.
fork.
There will be no forking.
Working. There we go.
There will be no forking.
Dare
Better,
farts
better
are
than the
best.
walking farts. Every step you take.
It's like you got a fucking duck following you.
My dad used to do that. You know, on
The
his way
walking
to the
fart?
bathroom, the walking fart.
So did you get any vape mail this week, Corey?
I got a little bit.
Nice.
I got, I don't know, about 7 mods this week, and an equal number of atomizers.
Oh,
7 mods. What mods did you get?
All China shit. I'm still on the pursuit of the perfect giveaway mod.
Hello?
And I don't really know.
Oh my god.
I haven't found it yet. I was hoping the Bagua clones were going to be it. And quite honestly, as impressive as the work is on the mod, I'm just not impressed enough with it to give them away. I think the tube is too long because you're having to back the center post out way too much to be able to make contact on an 18350. And I'm not a real fan of having it out so far. It's just sitting there and wobble. And so we're back to the drawing board. But I want to find a mechanical that I can set up into a starter's kit where people are going to end up with a mechanical mod and probably something along the lines of a Pro Tank, protected batteries, and a charger as the giveaway unit for myself instead of an Ego kit. And that way it grows with them. When they're ready to step up, they've learned how the batteries work and how the charger and all this. They can switch to a set of IMRs and a rebuildable, and they don't have to totally replace what they got as a starter kit. You know, the charger's still there, the mod is still there for them. And so that's where my head's been lately. So that's been the direction of my shopping. Now, one that does have me quite interested is this one right here. This is this is a private V1.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
It telescopes out both ends. And like that's an 18650 mode right there. And it's a nice vape. The threading is very good. The button is very smooth. Quite impressed with it.
Sorry.
What are
You
you giggling?
okay?
What are you giggling about now?
I'm reading chat. Every step you take, every move you make, I'll be farting on you, and then you're like mixed shits.
McDonald's is like a poor man's colonic.
Oh. Ugh.
It'll just clean it right up.
Yeah.
It does. I swear you see stuff down there that was there since you were 7.
Oh, I swear sometimes though McDonald's doesn't get that far. It doesn't come out that bottom end. It comes right back out. You know. Ugh.
I gotta be pretty fucking hungry to even think about McDonald's.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point. I used to be a McDonald's fan, but now I'm not.
Well, I used to be
had
a
it
McDonald's
today.
fan as well, and then I turned 7.
I had it today because it was right there and I was starving.
Yeah, well, one's usually hungry after the previous night of puking empties the stomach.
Well, that's only when you have nothing in your stomach for a day and a half.
Too much to drink last night?
I completely forgot to eat and then drank.
How do you forget
It
to
was
eat?
bad.
Your body goes, hey, I'm hungry, and you just go, you forget what that means?
No.
What's hungry mean? Fuck you, body. I'm going to keep on buttering away.
Yeah, that was it. I was doing my thing, turning around, and I completely forgot to eat.
Well, that's how they.
And then I just wasn't hungry anymore.
That's how they stay so small, Jeff. You know, they're used to being hungry all the time. Whereas us, you know, I get hungry, I eat. It's really simple.
That's right.
I eat.
It's not like
Till
you're
I'm
sending a ship
full.
to the moon or anything.
And then I have a little bit more because I might be full, but I'm not satisfied.
That's right. And you can't have leftovers. The African kids in Africa are starving, and you're leaving leftovers behind?
No, I do have myself down at mealtime to only one plate of food. No,
But is that plate 3 feet high?
Sometimes. But I did instigate 7 meals a day.
7 meals a day? Fuck, I'd be as big as this house.
It's better for you. It's better for you to eat a whole bunch a day.
Besides, eating that much bacon?
Yeah, that can't be good for you.
No.
It's
That
been
much
years. It has been years since I've grabbed a turkey platter for a plate.
Yeah,
Not so much for me.
you used to.
Yep.
A lot. Not so much anymore, though.
No, that's because I'm health conscious now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not health conscious. I just hate having to go for a nap after I finish eating.
No, see, my thing though, Corey, is I was eating myself beyond that point of full, and yeah, you could just watch the scale scream as I walk down the hall. So okay, I do that, Curly. I don't deal with that little sissy fucking soup tureen. I go for the mixing bowl, like the big, you know, the one that holds half a box of Cheerios and a half a gallon of milk.
Yeah, he gets in shit for that routinely. We go through cereal like shit through a goose. It's ridiculous.
You know, the only real cereal I ever went crazy for is like honeycombs or corn pops.
Oh, I love honey.
And I eat them like potato chips.
Corn pops. Yep.
You know, I can't drink milk. I get horribly ill from it. And I never did enjoy the taste of it. So, you know, cereal is always eaten dry. That's why like Sugar Crisp or Fruit Loops or honeycombs or corn pops are always such a high point. That literally is like candy for breakfast.
Huh.
I love my Fruit Loops. I gotta fight my daughter for them, but I love my Fruit Loops.
I would have to say my favorite cereal would be Cheerios of any sort. I love Cheerios. Ugh.
Love me the Fruit
Only
Loops.
occasionally. When I'm pregnant, I eat the crap out of Fruit Loops.
Oh shit, that's why we've gone through 3 boxes.
Oh no, you're pregnant again?
I am not! Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yum.
Sorry, what was that cereal, hun?
Fuck you.
That Alan wants your fucking client.
I love that leg.
Gives you just a second.
No more babies.
We're naming it Flood.
There is no more babies.
No, there could be.
No, not right now. I don't
Not
want
right
more
now.
babies.
Give it another year or so.
You're give it another year.
Better name it fucking Jeff. That's all I can tell you.
There's only enough room in this house for one Jeff.
Yeah, I don't need more of him. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, there won't be the other one, so that's what I'm saying.
Apparently the Matlock rerun went on to commercial break.
I'll have to fire the fart board back up to entertain the kids.
Fucking MVP, buddy. That's
I got a hard hat in here somewhere, damn it. Hey, there's a good question for you. Yeah, right. The one with the point on the back that deflects.
Oh, Astro Sweat. That would be awesome.
Corey, you think you can pull out a Fruit Loops vape?
Yes and no. Like, I can build the base for it. I can build the base for any cereal. But anything like Fruit Loops where there's more than one fruit flavor going on, I could probably make it taste like a full soup spoon full of cereal in one shot. But to be able to have the individual flavors picked out, probably not. I'm not good enough to be able to do that yet.
Do you think that's even possible? To have all the different flavors separate?
You get talking to guys like Upstomp or Joe Castro, like some real masters. You know what those two can do. You know, I wouldn't put anything beyond that pair. Like I would put nothing when it comes to juice beyond that pair.
So you would like what? Vape it and you would get like the cherry
Lemon, lime, and cherry.
or the lemon or
Grape.
that would be pretty fucking cool.
Huh.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you can get different flavors on the inhale and exhale.
That's true.
No, if I go to do a cereal vape, I'm pretty sure the first one is going to be either honeycombs or corn pops.
Oh, corn pops would be so fucking good.
Sugar Crisp would be another one that would be fairly good transition into a vape.
What about Captain Crunch?
Oh, I love Captain Crunch. I love Captain Crunch. Oh, that's old school. I always forget about Captain Crunch. Welcome back, Angie.
What about Bran? Oh my God, Hayes.
Oh. Haze, that would be horrible.
Kingpin says some cashy for the old people.
Now, I'm going to say that both of those are going to end up being savory flavors, and we all know friends don't let friends
Friends
vape
don't
savory
let
flavors.
friends vape savory.
You didn't get your helmet. Are you
No.
nuts?
Nah.
You were up and away. You should have got your helmet, man.
I got a glass of water,
You
though.
should have.
It's hydration and ammunition all in one shot.
Well, you know what they say, if you vape, you must hydrate.
That's right.
Listen, if you couldn't bitch, you'd blow up. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Now, when you're saying that, are you talking to your left or to your right?
Oh, she's talking to Mama.
She's bitching about the quality of my water. Yeah, it is. Everyone else's water sucks in
You're telling me
comparison to
Chilliwack
Chilliwack.
water? You're telling me Chilliwack water is the world's best water? I think you've been smoking too much of that Lower Mainland green.
It's awesome water there.
Fuck. Chilliwack water's like drinking straight out of the YMCA pool. Chlorine and pee all in the same mouthful.
No, it's not. You're retarded.
When we were at Fort Langley, we got very quickly told, you don't drink that water out of the tap. Here, the bottled water's in the fridge.
Yeah.
Don't drink that water out of the tap.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't drink water out of the tap in fucking Langley.
My water out of my tap here tastes good because I'm on a well, but we can't drink it because we have arsenic here in the well. Naturally occurring arsenic.
Yeah, it happens.
But it's very good though. Like it tastes great and stuff, but
Arsenic's
drink
always been a really good flavor enhancer for me. It's the strychnine that really gives me a headache.
Yeah, it was in all those cigarettes we smoked.
Was indeed.
Toronto's leaded water. Toronto's watersheds are filled all by the tears of Leafs fans.
That's why there's flooding every year in Toronto.
Right around the end of the NHL season.
oh, grape nuts cereal down for nice. Yeah, lots of fiber.
I kind of like this with the whole editing on in the chat. Because I can read those little stars on Kingpin's post however I want to.
Yes.
And so right now
I'm pretty sure it
taking
says,
as-
I love all y'all.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm seeing.
Love all y'all? Yep.
Yep.
We love you too, Kingpin.
We love you, Kingpin. It's the Leafs we hate.
Yeah, that's what it says.
And I know you didn't say that to me, Kingpin. Whoops.
Let me fix that for
I didn't really interpret that from the last post.
No.
Wow. Wow.
Well, really,
So, Corey, did you see?
what's your opinion of the
sorry.
Oilers, Kingpin?
Oh, God.
The Oilers really had to go to the Oilers?
Ugh.
Well, I figured I better pick the second most hated team in Canada.
No, you see the Oilers are above the Flames only because they're north of Calgary. Our good Pee-wee team.
Something's going on in chat, Angie. I'll get it fixed after the show. I can't fix it while I'm logged in here right now.
Ah, that's awesome, Mom.
That's what I've always used them for.
So, Corey, have you seen the Nemi clone on Fast Tech?
I have. I didn't order one yet. I was going to, and I didn't get around to it. And I don't know if they're sold out now or if they're just pushing off shipping.
No.
But
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody said that theirs won't be shipped until September 20th or something.
yeah, I got told that yesterday.
I'm wondering something here, Corey. I was talking to Jay from CEV, and he was saying that Fast Tech is, I guess, basically the liquidation world, so to speak, of
It's nature.
this nature. I mean, he's saying, like when somebody orders a big shipment and they can't pay for it or they can't flog it or whatever, Fast Tech will buy it off of them and then sell it on their own.
It very well could be.
So then, with that being stated, could these be the real deal Nemmies?
No. No, because could you imagine, like, if one vendor couldn't get in line for them, how many other vendors would be in line for them?
I'm taken aback by how every marking is exactly the same. I'm super curious to see how it vapes and how it threads and everything like that. But it goes right down to the tiny little dimples on the second to top ring. Like, it's impeccable.
I have to agree with Kingpin's statement in chat that if you ever run out of firewood, Vancouver jerseys work well. It's tried and true. And it's very true, because the sweat that is absorbed by the jerseys of the Vancouver players slows the burning down. But because the Leafs never actually get a chance to wear their jerseys, they're so damn dry they just poof.
Not the hard-working Vancouver players.
You know, seeing this is, you know, Vape Night in Canada, we might have to make a rule that there's no hockey talk, because we're going to piss somebody off. Especially
you're
once
always
the
pissing
season
off
gets
by the-
going. You know,
Oh.
when we're in full swing,
Pisses my son off every time he gets in the truck because I've got Vancouver Canucks fuzzy dice on my rearview mirror. Yes, we will, KP, with your Vancouver jersey on.
Oh, Hayes, those two are not even close to each other. You can't state that. No,
Oh dear God, no.
no.
You know,
Absolutely, you
no.
can.
I'm just really worried about, you know, having to rub it into everybody's face when the Canadians go all the way this year.
Oh,
Everybody else is
fucking
crying.
Habs fan, Corey. I thought better of you than being a Habs fan.
No.
Fucking
I vote Don Cherry for Prime Minister.
Don Cherry for immigration.
Yes.
Do I need to bring that photo up again? Did they miss my photo from earlier?
Have you ever looked long and hard at
Oh,
the...
you're gonna bring Kreegz in?
Yeah, I'll bring him back up. Let me find that. Let me find that again.
Corey, have you ever taken a long, hard look at the Habs jersey? Looks like a dirty toilet seat turned on its side.
Totally different. Shut up.
There it is.
My house would get killed for that statement.
That's it.
True. If my father-in-law was
Okay.
watching that, he'd come through the internet and strangle me.
We
There he
totally
is.
would.
Jump on that?
There you go. There's your Don Cherry.
Hi, Kreegz. It's
So I'm
been
guessing
sad
if
not having
both you and I are in Sabby's bad books right now, Jeff, he must
Uh-huh.
be. He absolutely must be a Toronto fan.
Nope.
Yeah, I think, and he's either a Toronto fan or I bet you he might even be a little old school and more Deeks fan. See? Well, how can I be in your bad book, Sabby? I love the Nucks.
I was always a big fan of the Crazy Canucks, just not so much a fan of the Vancouver Canucks.
The only thing I don't like about the Canucks is the shitty $10 million goalie they have and the sisters.
the holy goalie.
That's what those 78 Aaron Drakes.
But see, I'm from Saskatchewan. We don't have a team, so I can cheer for anyone that I fucking want to, because I'm not betraying anything.
Go Riders!
See, and I just don't watch hockey, so
Yeah, I don't watch it. I like Olympic hockey.
Canadians women's hockey team has more balls than the Canucks. Timbits Hockey League's been to the playoffs more times in the last 50 years than the fucking Leafs.
That's
Wow.
so funny. Oh, you guys are mean. Fucking hockey freaks.
minute and I'll get this fiddle back in tune. The devil grabbed the golden fiddle out of Johnny's hand and said,
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh, Corey's shopping, trying to get that Nemi clone.
No, I'm not shopping. I'm thinking, and that's even worse.
You've got your shopping face on. Should I add it to the cart?
But with a clone that is that similar to the real one.
It's American.
Oh, the Americans are here. Quick run.
No, Blake's not American. He's an honorary Canadian.
Ah, yes.
Yep.
With a clone that is so closely resembles the original. I don't know. Is that not going to cause shit?
The only thing I could see being a big problem with the clone is if the clone is that close, I think some idiot on Mod Trader or Vape Auction is going to try and flog it as the real deal.
Well, it's already been tried with the Chi-Yu clones.
Yeah.
So, yeah, some idiot's going to do it. And somebody's going to end up buying one. And paying way too much for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I said this last night, and I'll say it again. You know, I'm cool with the clones, but I really, really wish that they would have done something original. You know, if you're going to tool up and set your machines up, you know, make it your own.
Yeah.
You know, sure, steal the functionality of it. You know, at least make it work right. But make the tube
But
your
give it a
own.
different design. Yeah.
Give
That's
me
it. Don't
something worth
completely
shopping for.
fucking copy. And that's my worry. That's like a holy copyright infringement.
well, you get your fiddle, devil, if you think that you can win, 'cause I beat you once, you
Well, exactly. Then we don't. If it's not a clone, we don't have to have the clone discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you say if the aesthetics are changed, it's not a clone. But look at the Magneto clone. It's a clone of the Magneto, but it's got different design on the outside. It says something down the side, like, I don't even know what it says. It says something. Like,
On the Magneto?
yeah.
It says smoke down the side and then Magneto 1939 on the bottom.
No, I know that, but the clone of the Magneto says, like,
Yeah.
Worcestershire or some shit on the side.
No. It says like Winchester.
That's it. Something like that. Winchester or something.
Yeah. Something like that. Whoever makes the real one.
Hey,
Welcome,
CD. Haven't seen you in a while. Nerva. How's it going, guys?
I just did the double take. You know, is it that time already that we're getting ready to get bumped by Tiger and Joe? But no,
No.
we're still over an hour away.
No.
Nope. Yep.
I just posted it in Beyond Vaping viewer chat, that's why. I should have done it earlier. Sorry, guys.
Like with the whole
Yeah,
clone
one.
debate, it's gonna hurt the resale because of having to prove authenticity. But I don't think it's gonna hurt the modder themselves because it's still
No, I
gonna
don't
be
think-
hard
I don't
as
think it-
hell to get what we want. You know, there's always gonna be a lineup of people wanting the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, there's too many people like, you know, I mean, the KPs, the Coreys, the Blakes, the myselves, the Kreegz of the world that would prefer to have the original. And there's nothing wrong with the clone. And Kreegz brought it up last night when we were over at his place. I know you want the Nemi, but why not just the Nemi clone? To me, the authentic Nemesis is currency. Because if something comes up in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 weeks that I want, I know that Nemesis stands a chance of getting it for me without having to fork out a bunch of dough.
Right.
Yeah, like, I'll buy the clones to play with and to abuse at work, but they'll never be a centerpiece. Like, my centerpieces are all authentic, and they'll always will be.
Yeah.
But that's from a collector standpoint, right?
It
You
is.
collect them. The iTaste VTR should be really nice. I like the look of them. They are very cool, Wayne.
What's the iTaste VTR?
It's that, like,
It's that box mod that nests the
Like an-
tank down inside it, or down the side
Yeah,
of
it's-
it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It's like almost like an MVP with a cutout where the tank drops in.
I see.
Almost.
Almost like that one that Pixie has.
Kind of, but it's more like a box mod version of the Sidewinder-ish
Okay.
kind of deal.
Or. Yeah, I suppose.
Right? Because it's got the lower down part where you put the tank on
See,
the side.
If you take, like, my MVP, instead of the connector being here, the connector's down
Right.
here. And the
I
tank
see.
drops down and gets threaded on, and there's a little loop here, it looks like, that protects the tank, but the tank is exposed the whole way down.
Yeah.
And so all that
Right.
comes
Yeah,
out the
Wayne just
top,
dropped a link.
all that comes out the top is the drip tip.
Oh, and it's that stupid ass knuckle drip tip though.
But
It's
they've got an
the
iClear 30
iClear
on.
30.
So just put a Pro Tank on.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. It's got the iClear on it. Yeah, anything that's the same size as the iClear, which would be like your Cardo tanks or whatever, all of that should fit.
You know, for mass produced, that's a pretty good looking box mod.
Mm-hmm.
VCR like a VCR, you know?
Yeah, I am a big fan of the MVPs as well, Wayne. They work well.
I was never a fan. I know Zai's a big fan of her MVP, but I was never a fan. I tried it and it's not my deal, baby. The hard step for me is to get away from the mechanicals. I fell in love with the mechanicals, and every time I try to step away, I take one step and go back to the mechanical. I know how the mechanical works. I mean, Corey, you and I have had this discussion in the past. A variable voltage / variable wattage device is the fuel injected vape, whereas the mechanical is the carbureted, and I understand the carbureted. There's only 3 things that are going to go wrong that are going to stop it from working.
And I agreed with that. I agree with the simplicity of the mechanical mod itself.
Now,
It's nice.
now with the mechanicals, I think where the mechanical shines is when you're rebuilding. If you're
Yes.
buying cardos or tanks or whatever, then the variable power is going to be king. And that's the line that a person always has to walk. That, you know, if you're vaping cardos, then a mechanical probably isn't going to be your best choice. But if you're all
Right.
about the rebuildables, then a mechanical really allows you to shine.
However, unless you vape in my group, which is the 2.2 to 2.4 ohm coil on a variable powered device, it allows you. I don't know. I like that. I love it that way.
But in the same respect, my argument may be wrong, but in the same respect, I mean, a variable voltage device is awesome, but you set it and forget it, correct?
Yep.
Right.
I mean, for the most part. So I can build a coil that would emulate the same as a 2.2 ohm coil at 16 or 18 watts. I just lower the resistance on my coil.
But then we have battery drop to deal with. So our vape changes throughout the life of the battery, whereas if you're running on, let's say, a Ferrari, you're going to maintain
and that is
the same power. And so it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
That's something that I really do like about the variable power, is that it's consistent.
And CB, I have not seen the Assets V2 yet. I've been too busy to stay up with my due diligence of searching out the newest and greatest.
No, I need a flat top. What's on the charger, fucker? Yeah.
Do you have a link for that, CB?
I gotta get batteries.
We're short of 14.5 right now. My hand?
It went on the floor.
Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside every darkened door where blues won't haunt you anymore. Where the brave are free and lovers soar. Come ride with me.
Facebook, Gemmet Echo.
Nope, not happening. Too old and fat to bend down and pick that shit that was throwing at me in an attack against me. The attacker. The attacker.
You will clean that shit up, sir. You provoked it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Just watch this like a monkey fucking a football.
Yeah, that's a sharp-looking little unit. I love the brass and stainless together in the switch.
One thing though, and Kingpin put it, in chat, was hybrid mods. I don't have an opinion on them because I haven't tried one yet. I'd love to try one because, I mean, really, it has two of the components that I love the most: a rebuildable Jenny and a mechanical battery tube. And it's all built into one device.
Well, technically you do have one, Jeff. The Sidewinder.
Yeah, it don't work properly.
Well, no, that and I don't have it anymore.
Oh, okay.
And, they're all built for their own purposes. I've been through the hybrids, and other than the super clean lines, I'm not a big fan. And it's the limited. And see, CB, the only problem with the Sidewinder Jeff had was he's a really low-res vapor, and really the 18350 just didn't keep up to his vaping style.
Well, yeah,
there was nothing inherently
4 minutes.
wrong with the device.
No.
Yeah.
But I get a good 15-20 minutes of vaping on it, and I switch out the battery.
Yeah, the Sidewinder was never built for low-resistance vaping.
I can vape my cave pun on it now because I have the 510 connector.
Right.
And it looks super pretty on there.
But
you heard that the 18490 size came out, eh?
No, really? Cool. No, I didn't know that.
CB heard. Yeah, the 18490 Sidewinder is now out.
CB probably already has one.
Well,
There's a pussy on your camera.
You think? My tail is showing.
I was gonna say, unless you kind of grew something there, huh?
Yeah, you're getting a piece of tail. I was going to ask you something, and I can't remember what it was.
I hybrid. I mean mods like the ham. What's the ham? I've never even heard of it. I've heard of the Icarus.
Yeah, what's a ham? I've heard of the Icarus and the Bear Brass mods.
Yeah, and I loved it, CB, and then I traded it to Kingpin and got Brass Chi-Yu and K-Fun 3.1.
$26,650 hybrid.
Well,
Wow.
Holy fuck.
it's been a great night, guys, but I have to run because I have to go to another event.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
So, I had a blast tonight, though. That was a absolute riot.
See?
It was.
It was definitely fun. It's fun to hang out.
It was. So,
Have a great night, though.
absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for having me again. And I will definitely be back next week.
Alrighty.
And bye, everybody.
Bye,
Night,
Cat.
Cat.
Night.
Good night. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Ham is huge ass
Ass mod.
mod.
We should turn the fan on, but it's all the way the fuck over there.
Reach.
Uh-oh. Zai disappeared.
Uh-oh. It's all
Just
good.
us two handsome fellas now.
There you go.
We'll play Monkey in the middle.
And some fuckers. Oh, dear God.
There's a picture of the ham. That is a nice mod. That is sexy.
Ooh. Schmexy, schmexy. I like that. I hate Jenny's, but I like it.
Yeah, that might have to go in the shopping list.
I had something I wanted to ask you, and
10 mil tank. Holy
you fucking
fuck.
warning me about something?
Who's
Open
warning?
side.
Oh! You're thinking there's fucking something coming at me.
You're tripping him out. Corey was on screen poking me. Jeffrey's fucking worried about getting beat.
Like a rented mule.
Take care, CB.
Bye, CB. Thanks for coming out.
Bye, CD.
Are the hams very expensive?
I have no clue. We're gonna have to wait for Kingpin to drop a number in here if he knows it yet. I'm gonna go out on a ledge and guess 300 plus.
Yikes.
As pretty as it is, that is far too rich for my blood.
That's a Harley payment right there.
Yeah, a 10 mil tank is insane.
Yeah, that mod's gotta be pretty fucking big for.
I think it was 225. That's not bad.
But at 2 1/4, I'm all
That's not
over
bad
that.
at all. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, I would gag less at 225 than I would at 3 bills, but
At 3, my gag reflex isn't even starting to twinge yet.
yeah, but you've got some fucking pretty way out there mods, buddy. You've got stuff in your collection that I would drool over for a month.
No, you just pick it up and vape it. That's the whole point of having them, is just to vape them.
No, but I mean, to try and get my hands on, I would damn near fucking sell the pickup.
You're not selling the truck, you fucking idiot. What are you gonna, like, kickstart your mod and ride it to work?
That fucking destroyer, I damn near could.
Yeah, put training wheels on it and a vibrating Addy, and you'd be in business.
Can you imagine the photo radar ticket on that one?
Oh, motherfucker. You and the fucking photo radar. I hate photo radar. Went to go and redo my plate. And they're like, yeah, no, sorry, we can't do that for you. You've got a $160 fine. For what? Oh, we took a picture of you.
I thought it was a good
Motherfuckers.
picture. It really caught the good side of me. I just thought his photography fees were a little steep.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Good side?
another picture. Oh, dear God.
That's an awesome picture.
That's horrible. No, I'm with you on that, Struckus. It's illegal in BC too. They can't do it. It's fucking horrible.
Alberta bought, when Photo Radar was finished in BC, Alberta bought the majority of the equipment from BC and changed the wording in their motor vehicle, the provincial motor vehicle act, so that they could have it.
Yeah, it's just fucking horrible. And it doesn't go on your license or anything. It's just a cash cow. Purely a cash cow.
We used to call it in BC an invitation for donation.
Yep, because you never had to pay it. Wasn't me driving.
Yeah, but that's the thing here, Struck, is if you lend someone your car here and they're not on your insurance, you're not covered by insurance. So you just don't lend your fucking car out.
Holy monkeys. I'm tired.
You know, I hate to
old.
say it, but
Fuck you.
for some stupid reason, I am as well. And that's just not right, that at 10 o'clock at night, I'm tired.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like asleep on my feet here.
Must have been that whole waking up at 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's when I woke up. Well, that's a decent
That's
price.
very decent, Gabe.
So $6.50 for the rest of us. No, but like $200 for a hybrid.
That's not too bad at all.
And it is the first 26-650 hybrid I've ever heard of.
What's the milliamp rating on that?
Well, it depends on the battery, anywhere from 27 to 4,800. Now, if I was going to have to choose, a true number that's going to be the average across the board, let's go with 3,500.
That's decent. That's decent time on there.
The real bonus of the 26 millimeter isn't its amp hours; it's the amps available. They just hit harder. A bigger battery has more push. Now, I would be extremely excited if there was a way to fit a 26-700 in that amp, because a 26-700 just leaves everything behind when it comes to performance.
Really?
Well, 40 amps of available power.
Wow.
And now you two are talking Greek.
It's got enough power to start a Honda.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's just perfect.
That's just perfect. Yeah, but you two would be out in the backyard fucking vaping off the generator if you could.
Who says anything about the backyard?
Little Yamaha 5,000 watt generator. It's nice and quiet. You can leave it right beside it.
No. You don't bring in a fucking generator into the living room.
I got a real
Jackass.
nice 1,800 watt handheld generator. That'd work great for that.
Well, yeah, because that
But-
doesn't seem overboard or anything.
But the problem is it's a two-stroke.
Yeah, you gotta mix the gas
Mix
and
the
it
gas.
smokes like an old sailor. You know what would be interesting though? A 3,000 watt inverter in the truck. So you're constantly pulling off the truck's battery supply at 3,000 watts steady?
Well, we could do
Fucking
that.
blow your head off.
I kind of
But-
happen to have a 3,000 watt inverter for my diesel truck,
There you go.
You guys are fucking insane.
and I do have dual
So as long as
gel
you're
cell
driving.
batteries.
You guys could have the fucking red-green vaping show. Fucking rednecks.
Duct tape vaping.
It'd be duct tape packaging.
Let's not go there, Mr. Half a roll of packing tape.
Did it arrive in good condition?
It did. It took me a week to open it.
Corey has a solution for that, too. He's got a big-ass fucking Rambo knife. That's so Rambo.
That's so Rambo.
I don't have
It's
very
just
many
that
of
when
them
I-
close to me.
When I bitched at him about the package being too tightly packaged, he was like, "What?"
That's the only
See?
one I've got close
That.
to me here.
I'll just pull out a Rambo knife. It's all good. Stab your fucking hand and shit. No. Not allowed to play with big knives like that.
No, because you generally cut yourself.
I might have to let you boys hang out for the next little bit here and hang out with Mummy for a little while. She's
you-
not out all the time.
Are you getting sleepy?
I am getting sleepy, but I'll still be here watching you.
Mm-hmm. That
I'll
means
just be yapping with Mummy.
I now have a 4-second delay when I start talking about your farts again.
Then I will still throw shit at you.
I think we need to write up a code of conduct.
First rule, no throwing shit.
First
No
rule,
throwing shit till at least 5 minutes after we end the broadcast.
That's right.
Come on, Corey. You're taking all the fun out of it.
Womp, womp, womp.
Plus, Kreegz is like just over there when he's on. I'll be able to preemptively throw shit at him for his smartass comments. Or count him up during the show and then beat him next time I see him.
No.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like all that bad of an idea.
Pipe out the window and then you're good.
Oh, penalty box, we have to vape hot dog. Ugh.
Yuck.
You know what the thing is, though? Apparently it's on the way to
it's
2 tons of
horrible.
fun.
Oh, when Mom got here today, I made her smell all of their dare juices. She almost puked just smelling them.
I tried tricking her into vaping a mixture of slightly expired dairy milk and truck stop coffee.
You got to have that.
She was having absolutely no part in that.
You know, it's really a good thing that, you know, if I see an Edmonton postal code on a package, I'm just not opening that
Don't.
shit.
No. Don't, because those fuckers would totally send it to you. You know they would.
But we could always just mislabel it.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Look, Corey, I tried to make my own waiter pudding. Will you taste it for me?
Oh, it's
Next thing you
chicken
know, it's like
scratches on the
fucking
label. That must be from Kreegz and Smoke.
Those dumb shits, yeah.
The address is written on in crayon.
Well, then you know it wouldn't be for me. I eat or snap all my crayons.
Mom says payback would be a bitch, though, Corey. You could mix up some nasty juice and send it to them.
I just cut off the juice supply.
No.
You guys are
No.
fucked.
No. We don't have to go there. Why do you have to go to such a dark place?
You're trying to make them vape horrible shit.
I didn't say I was gonna do, you know. There we go. I'll send it to Downpour Lake or somebody like that. Then they'll forward it to you.
Oh, see, look, none of your mail is safe. Oh, that's a good idea, Hayes. Corey, you should totally make them a dare juice.
But I don't make nasty juice. When I make a nasty juice, I throw it in the garbage.
Just send it to the boys now.
Send it to the 2 fat fuckers on Thursdays.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to make another bottle of blue waffle.
Oh, God! That's horrible!
Yes, it was. It was beyond
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, that's horrible.
It's like antiseptic meets hog barn.
Oh, dear God.
Yarg.
I don't know why you guys subject yourselves to those dare juices. I couldn't do it. You know, once in a blue moon, I could probably bring myself to do it. But
Oh, I remember when you baked bacon.
bacon was
Yes, I do remember you vaping bacon.
I remember when you baked bacon. That shit was nasty.
If I go digging, there's probably still a 3 ml bottle of it kicking around here.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, did you do pizza, Corey?
I did pizza, I did rose candies, I did hibiscus and chrysanthemum, and a mixture thereof.
good.
And you know,
Yuck.
worse than all of that was I pulled out the year-old Decang 24 milligram and vaped some of that.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, yuck.
Oh.
That must have killed you.
It was bad.
Oh. Even just the fact that it's 24 mil. 24 milligram juice. That's insane right now.
I threw out a pile of atomisers that week.
I bet.
I would imagine so.
Ooh. Chrysanthemum.
That tasted like perfume. Peach Mango Paradise. That sounds like Smokeater tried to make blueberry something or
No,
other.
pomegranate. And it tasted like potpourri.
Pomegranate, yeah, and it totally tasted like potpourri. Was horrible. I vaped Crayola Crayon DIY Peach.
My first attempt at a strawberry pie. It was like plastic and melted plastic on top of graham crackers.
Oh, good God.
Yikes. Melted plastic. Now, see, the thing that disturbs me is you know what melted plastic would taste like.
Well, here's the thing. The shop I work at, about a half block over from it is a plastics factory. And so, if the wind is from the right direction, the smell from the furnaces, like the furnace molds, comes through the shop. And, like, okay, I don't know exactly what it
that's
tastes
gotta
like,
be
but the stink is thick enough that I got a pretty good idea of what it tastes like.
What it would taste like?
Oh, yuck. So, speaking of juices and flopped juices and whatnot, when you're going into a flavor, do you have a lot of flops before you get a good one?
Less and less all the time, because you start learning, very exact mixing points on flavorants.
Right.
And the more you work with a set of flavors, the more you know what percentages to start with.
Right.
And so an outright flop doesn't happen all that often, but like a one-hit wonder, yeah, that doesn't really happen either. Like, very rarely will your first attempt at a juice be what you want. It's usually going to take, anywhere from 3 to 10 attempts before you're happy with it.
Right.
Occasionally.
And that's just
it's a one-hit.
adjusting percentages. Okay.
Sugar cookie was
What,
one mix.
Really?
What gives you the idea for a juice? I mean, you walk into your juice mixing area and you're like, okay, I'm gonna mix a juice. This is what I'm gonna. Like, what gives you the inspiration? I guess is the best way to put it.
Quite often, it's what I want to eat.
Hence bacon.
And for sure, there is such a thing as too much flavor. You go over the flavor threshold or percentage threshold of any particular flavor, and it does some pretty nasty things. If the concentrations get out of whack, it's really bad. And it's a different threshold for every flavor. Some flavors are strong enough. You go over 2%, it's crazy. Others, you can be up into and above 20% on a single flavor, and it's still not too strong.
What sort of things, I guess, how do you, is it through trial and error that you learn what sort of things can and cannot go together?
Yep.
Well, I mean, it probably also helps, you look at something and you go, I want to make something akin to, let's say, a brownie. Basically the flavors of it. I would imagine that would help quite a bit, knowing flavor sets and whatnot.
Yeah, a lot of it does. You'll taste something, and then do the breakdown on the palate. Oh, okay, what am I tasting and at what strengths? You know, what's the forefront, what's the background, what's the aftertaste, and then use that knowledge to get your first mix. And then it's just
Right.
knowing, you know, through trial and error, what percentages you use for each type of flavor. And I usually start on the weak side of where I think I should be, and then work my way up. And like,
Well, you can't exactly take the flavor out.
Yeah, like I have very few juices that are less than 5 to 7 flavors. And so when you're doing a tweak, you know, there's a lot of area there to make that change. And yeah, I throw away a lot of juice. And I just call it the cost of doing business. You know, R&D is an expense.
Mm-hmm.
And you figure it out into your monthly, you know, vaping budget. And you know, the home runs more than make up for the flops.
What sort of flavors do and don't work? I mean, can you make something like, say, I don't know, for example, what would you use? A grapefruit, or like strictly like a pink grapefruit juice, or a I don't know, fucking mango chutney for all I know. Bacon pickle, there you go.
Oh dear. That would be horrible. Ugh.
Yeah,
Like,
I've never
just anything
I've
that
never
just-
tried a pickle vape. Bacon was a total
You haven't
failure.
even tried the dill pickle?
Nope.
Oh.
Now, when I'm working on flavor combinations, it literally is what I want to eat. You know, if I want to do a fruit blend, I like fruit cups. You know, some people take cookies in their lunch. I take fruit cups in my lunch. And so working out a fruit blend, I'm going to base it off the canned fruit I like to eat. You know, and it's one of those things, you're doing a candy, well, I'll just go buy a pile of candy, because that's my favorite part of the R&D, is just chowing down on the stuff I like to eat. And then you just, you know, play with them back and forth till you get a blend that's right. And then you hope that you leave it sit long enough to steep all the way. Well, I have given away a pile of recipes, but I keep far more of them to myself. It's not good business sense to give away your recipes.
No.
But there's several of my recipes available at flavorfog.com. And not only is the recipe available, but there is a flavor pack to go along with every one of those recipes. So if you want to make that recipe and you don't have the ingredients, you can just order the flavor pack in one shot to be able to do the entire recipe.
Right.
That's a brilliant idea. I've been on there and I've looked at them, and yeah, absolute brilliance. To do a whole flavor pack, buy this, it will make this juice.
Well, and see, what's going to be coming is some of the new ones are going to be available as concentrate. And so, if you want to be able to, once it's all ready, you want to be able to make sugar cookie, it's going to be available as a concentrate. You only need one bottle, and you just follow the percentage on the side of it, and done deal, you've got sugar cookie. And it's fairly cost effective, especially for those that are already doing DIY.
Beetle, as cool as that would be,
You'd only sell one and someone would post
It-
that shit.
yeah, that's it. It would be everywhere. Bless you.
And it's all learning, and you know, I'm no chef or chemist or anything special. I just refuse to fail. So, you know, there's lots of juices that go in the garbage, but that's not a failed juice. That's just one more step forward towards a great juice. It's only a failure if I quit mixing.
What I guess is the, I don't know how to ask it. What is the I guess the basis of juice making for you? I mean, you go in there, you sit down and, okay, I've got 50 different recipes. What spawns you to make a particular flavor and branch off of that?
Well, a lot of times it's just, okay, I've got this, 12 flavors. What else could I do? And it's, sometimes it's as simple as, well, I have a cherry flavor I use in this juice, but to be cost effective, I gotta buy the flavoring by the liter, but I only use it at 1% in this juice. So I need to find another juice to be able to use this flavoring in, so that I can make sure my flavoring is never more than 2 months old. You know what I mean? And so I'll work out one more or two more juices that use a cherry in them, even though they're nowhere near the same juice, just to be able to keep my stock rotating. And it's, sometimes it's as simple as walking through a grocery store and seeing something, I love to eat that, I wonder if I could vape it. And I go home and, you put the mad scientist hat on and you go to work and, you produce it. Now, quite a few times, juice recipes are created when I'm bored. I'll sit with a pen and paper and just write out, I'll write out 25 recipes. Mm-hmm. And then, over the next week, I'll mix each of those 25 at exactly what I wrote down. And then tweak them and tune them and play with them. And of those 25, maybe 5 will make it into the recipe book.
Right.
Maybe 15 of the 25 will get to go to step 2. And at the end of all the steps, 5 will be kept. Now, we're not talking 25 different, totally different types of recipes when we start. There'll be 25 recipes written down, but maybe there's only, 10, actual names, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm trying to create, peanut butter and jam. If I'm trying to do that, well, I might have 4 different ideas in my head how to make that juice. So that's four separate recipes that we start with. And then, we pick the best one or the best 2 to go to step 2 and throw the other 2 in the garbage. And then, after the corrections have been made on those, let them sit, vape them again. Okay, no, the bottle number 2 is better than bottle number 1, so we throw out bottle number 1 and make another tweak on bottle number 2, and it progresses like that. And I would rather, I have more stock than I have time, so instead of being able to mix up one recipe, let it steep, work through it that way, I need to speed the process up. That's why I do multiples at the same time, with variations in them, and it just lets me produce a juice in about a third the amount of time.
Right.
But the cost of R&D is substantially higher.
But like you say, you attribute that to a cost of business.
Yeah, it's just the way it is.
Well, I mean, if you're just fucking slapping juices together and hawking them out there and not having R&D, you're not gonna. Your business is gonna go nowhere at that point.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wouldn't say nowhere. I'll single-handedly keep you alive with pudding.
But at the end of the day, it's not. I never started mixing juice to make money. You know, the very first bottle of juice I mixed was because I was sick of paying $20 or $22 a bottle and getting garbage. I figured if there's how many people willing to pay $22 for this bottle of fucking swill, you know, I may not be a genius, but I'm pretty sure I can mix it and it won't be as bad as this.
Yeah.
And then you just, you know, you go from there.
Downpour, you asked how do you steep with warm water. Basically what I do is I take the bottle and I put it in exceptionally hot water and I let it sit for about 5 minutes in there, dump the water, shake the bottle until my arm gets sore, put the bottle back into another cup of very, very hot water, again let it sit, and I just keep lathering, rinsing and repeating 2 or 3 cycles, and then I let the juice cool to room temperature on its own, and that's how I speed steep using warm water. But like we were saying earlier in the show, it's not exactly proven or disproven to speed steep juice.
No, we're gonna do some testing. You know, once my big ultrasonic comes in, we're gonna do some side-by-side testing. You know, mixing juice, you know, 140s of juice at the exact same time at 8 milligram, and we'll do, you know, the full gambit on one of them, and just the ultrasonic on one, and just sitting on my desk for the third. And we're going to use a juice that I know very well. We're going to use Vader Pudding for the test. Oh, the results will be on the show. I'm not going to track all through my house the camera during the show, but we'll do the results and the weekly updates. But yeah, Nick or us has been asshats lately. Mine comes
Kreegz
from
is
south
still
of the
waiting.
border. I did a charge back on them.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are not cool right now.
But mine all comes from south of the border, Beetle, and I've been looking at VIP Vapor Cigs or Nick Vape or RTS Vapes. Those are your best bets south of the border. I've never had an issue with customs. That's not saying that there won't be one. All I can say is I never have had an issue. These are outfits that really know how to ship. But as I was saying, we'll put the juice through the test of the different. Heartland Vapes is great. Great price, great product. They don't ship north of the border. So you're going to have to run it through an American friend to be able to get it. But we'll do, the trifecta on one juice, hot water, then uncapped in the microwave, and then 30 minutes in the ultrasonic. One that just goes 30 minutes in the ultrasonic, and one that just sits on my desk the way a juice normally does.
And see where we end up and
which
how
one
it
comes in
ends up.
first, because
Right.
I know that juice better than I know any other juice.
And then if you want, after the experiment's done, you can just send it my way.
You'll take the 3 bottles off my hands.
You bet. I don't want you to be burdened with that, you know.
But it'll be too strong for you. You know, I vape 8 milligrams.
I'll make do. I'm only 2 milligram below you. I'll make do. I have a couple of 12s here too, so it's not like it's going to be foreign to me.
No, your 12 never gets vaped because every time you vape it, it tastes off to you now.
It does taste off, but I power through it.
It's good to have around. I like the idea of having a higher neck juice around, being that if you are having a fit one day, you can. Corey, stop it. Yeah, I can see him doing the fart. I don't even need to hear it. I can see it on his
That
face.
was a really
Yeah, but we
low
can
roll.
see it on the couch when you stand up.
You cannot see anything. You fucker. Mom just unplugged her headphones and ratted you out.
It's not a vapor cloud around her.
That's a spicy meatball.
Now, what are their prices like on Loran's flavorings? Ugh.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to make the drive out your way, Corey, and see how it's all done.
That would be a fun trip.
There's no
I
magic
know.
to it.
Not-
It's just throw shit in a bottle and vape.
I don't know if you'd be allowed to go, though, hon. I don't think Corey needs to
You better
repeat.
shut up. I'll kick your ass. Fucker.
Well, what I'm finding is with the people that are looking for a custom crafted or gourmet juice, 6, 8, 12 is really where it's at. Like, I mix an awful lot of juice for people, and very rarely do I get a request for anything stronger than 12. It does happen. You do get a few requests for 15 or 18. But the majority of it is 4, 6, 8. It seems by the time people find, their individual juicer, they've already been at this long enough they've dropped their neck.
Mhm.
Yep.
And I'm quite content at 6. I don't have any plans of moving.
Yeah, I quite like my 6. I get all the flavor from the flavoring in the juice. Not so much clouded by my neck as it was before, where it completely changes the taste of the juice.
Oh yeah, when you start sub-ohming,
Oh, shit.
get her down into single digits. That's
Yep.
the best advice I can give. As soon as you start sub-ohming, that Nick, get her into single digits. You'll appreciate it.
Because really, I mean, in essence, I know it's not the conversion to use. It's layman's terms, but to put it into perspective, if you're sub-ohming, you're doubling it really, because now your 18 at sub ohms is doubling to 36.
You know why the bottom of the bottle loses flavor? You know, it's something I don't think I've ever talked about before. It's over-oxidized. The air in the bottle itself will continue to oxidize the juice. So the lower the bottle goes, the more air there is in the bottle to oxidize. The best thing that we could do is figure out a way to bottle into sealable bags. You know, a nippled bag that as the juice came out, it would be like a lined fuel tank or an aircraft fuel tank where it collapses as it uses the fuel. If we could have that as a bottling format, we would never. The juice would be the same from start to finish. But
that would lessen your steepability, right?
It would. But it's one of those things that you could, as a juicer, you could be pre-steeping and bottling after it's steeped. Guys like Joe Castro were doing that, especially like he was doing an organic butterscotch that was just to die for, from Flavors by Joe.
Oh.
And that was pre-steeped. He did not bottle it until it was perfect. So that the day it arrived, it was absolutely perfect. And he had his own method for doing the steeping. And you know, I put 12 months on my bottles. With my new labels, you get the month and the year that it was made on, and you get, you know, another date on there that's 12 months later. And I really would hope that I'm doing a good enough job that if you get a DSV juice, it's not going to last more than 6 weeks.
I don't
6
think
weeks.
any of mine do.
I don't think any of mine make it a week usually.
And you could add more flavor, but we're getting into an area here where I don't have any experience. I have my daily vapes, I burn through them fast, and I'm replenishing every week. And so, you know, to have it get to the point where I'm gonna have to add more flavor to compensate for the oxidization, I don't think I've ever had anything that I want to vape stay that long.
No.
If it sits that long for me, I throw it out. But I make my own juice, so it's not like I'm throwing out a huge dollar figure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that really any of our juices that we fell in love with and we vape on a constant basis would ever even last that long. So
No,
I'm not sure why you would add extra flavoring at that point, right?
but like I do get where you're coming from, Beetle. My 2 years is in December, and I am still finding bottles from my first month. Because
Oh, wow.
if you were anything like me in my first month, I probably bought 30 ml bottles of juice.
Yeah, we did the whole searching for the perfect juice kind of thing, right? Going through different flavors all the time, checking them out, seeing if you like them. We have those bottles kicking around, but I mean, those are bottles that I wasn't interested in, right? So in my mind's eye, why would I go back to those?
Now,
I mean, I don't have anything.
you want to see
anything I
my
like.
juice supply, my planned juice supply for the next 10 days? It's right there.
Is it all sugar cookie?
One sugar cookie, one pudding. They're both 140 ml bottles, and I don't think that they'll make it 10 days. I know the sugar cookie
No, I mean-
won't.
Not at the rate you're vaping it, Crazy Man.
No, last week I went through a 30 mil just in my day at work.
Yeah, that was insane. It takes me a couple of days to go through a 30 mil. Even solid vaping on one device takes me, a couple of days to go through a 30 mil.
No, I pounded through the better part of a 30 ml today.
Holy
And I haven't been all that heavy vaping. Like, I was mixing juice and working and, piddling around the house and went shopping and whatever else. But, I go through a pile of juice, but it's one of those things, I never calculate the cost of it. It's just juice,
I think the biggest thing that's factors into our juice consumption, especially for you and me, Corey, is the fact that we are a low ohm vapor at high power.
And big air holes, which consumes the juice so
Big.
rapidly.
At 3 mil air hole, for me, perfect.
I remember back when I first started vaping and I was watching you and you were saying how much juice you went through. And I was looking at you like, what the fuck's he doing? Drinking it? Like, how are you going through that much juice? Because, I mean, at that point in time, a Stardust lasted me a couple of days. So I couldn't even fathom how you went through 30 mils of juice in a day.
And it all depends on the flavor you're vaping too. Like, there's no way in hell I could vape 30 mils of Actone a day. I couldn't take that much citrus. But of a nice custard or pudding or a butterscotch, yeah, no problem. Something that's creamy and beautiful going down and so flavorful, yeah, not a problem.
I don't think I've tried your Ecto.
Yes, you have. You got it when we first started vaping.
Did I?
Yep.
That was a long time ago.
It really was. 8 months yesterday.
9 months
Nope.
yesterday.
It doesn't seem like all that long. I remember the first time you guys were in, and you were having problems with anything that you were vaping, tearing your throat up. And
Yep.
I remember that.
It wasn't. That was 9 months ago today.
No,
No, tomorrow, the 8th.
the 8th, yes. So tomorrow.
Oh, when I started, I
And yet-
bought that line, that hook, line, and sinker. That a filled cardo was the equivalent of 1 pack of cigarettes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so, it takes me 1 mil of juice to fill a cardo. That 30 ml bottle has cost me $22. That is the equivalent of 30 packs of cigarettes. Oh my God, is this cheap?
No.
And then, within the first 3 days, realized like I was going through 8 cardos a day. Something's not adding up here, because I never smoked 8 packs of cigarettes in a day.
Sit back there. No, I'm still thinking it's not cheaper. Especially now that I've got a bad case of shiny-itis.
That's when it becomes not cheaper.
Yeah.
When you start talking to Corey.
Why
Every
does
time you
everybody
and Corey
blame me?
sit down and hang out. Every time.
Why does
Then he
everyone blame
comes out-
you?
Then he comes out of the hangout and he's like, oh my God, I need this mod.
Why does everyone blame you? Just tilt your camera down.
Yeah. Look under your desk, honey. That's why.
That's right, Vape and Chevy. It's not. It may not be cheaper, but it sure is healthier.
And you know what? I can't even balk at the cost of it because this man has gone through so many hobbies that last maybe 3 weeks. And then he drops them, and they were God knows how much to get into. This one he's sticking with, so I'm okay with that.
And don't forget, I'm sticking with the helicopters.
Yeah.
No,
Where's your helicopter?
If I could quit crashing the RC helicopters, I could really get into them.
Actually, you know what? I'll shoot you a link for a really good one. It does not. I mean, yes, it will crash, but it's really, really resilient. It'll cost you $100 to get into it, but
it's nothing.
It's really resilient. And you just hit the throttle to half throttle. It jumps up off the table. It wobbles, for a second, and then it'll just sit there in a dead hover.
I used to chase the Rottweiler around the house with one of them little ones, one of them Airhawk helicopters. That was tons of fun.
Till the Rottweiler turns around and bites it?
No, until the wife slaps me across the back of the head for bugging her dog.
My cat got smart and just jumped off the chair and landed on the helicopter.
Fuck it, it's bugging me. I'll chase it. Oh, we're coming up on 11 here.
Why don't you take that thing outside? Well, it's fucking cold outside.
Yep.
And it's smaller than a pop can. A fucking fart from Zaichick will blow it out of the air.
I swear to... Oh my... Alright, you've got what? How long until we get off air? Then Corey said the rule is 5 minutes. Then you're gonna die. 5 minutes and then the beatings will start. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Because we're going to, is it not? Time?
Yeah, we got 4 minutes. Then we're going to get the boot from Tiger.
Okay, well, I just want to thank everybody for coming out and seeing us and hanging out with us. It was awesome to have you all here.
Well, Beetle, I like
And
answering
I hope you had
questions.
fun.
And I'll always answer them as well as I can. But I do like the questions.
Well, if you like answering questions, maybe you can answer one for me. Where do babies come from?
Oh, shut up.
Well, you've got a French wife, and she's a little pissy, so I think you're going to find out later tonight.
Probably.
You're gonna beat the shit out of him.
I'm gonna get
5
beaten.
minutes. You have
get
5 minutes.
Beaten like a rented mule.
Yep.
Is that foreplay in your house, too?
Yeah, sure is. Nothing like a good old H-bar.
Dead. Savvy. Definitely dead.
Start running. Have you seen me? I don't fucking run.
Oh, I love Hayes.
Start running.
Start running now. You might make it to the front door before she fucking kills you.
I don't run unless people are chasing me, and generally I turn around and fight back, so. Incoming.
Yeah, I was always better at standing and fighting than running away.
Yeah. I was in the bar one day.
Either you're going to win the fight and you're going to get left alone, or they're going to beat the crap out of you, figure they've won, and then they're going to leave you alone. You
That's
run
right.
away, you got to deal with that shit tomorrow again.
I was in the bar one day a couple of years back in Calgary, and this guy came up to me. We got into a little verbal spat at the pool table. He came up to me and went, "You better run." And I looked at him and I said, "Look at me, man. Do I look like the kind of guy that runs?" No. I'm kind of fat for that. Exactly. Let me buy you a beer. All right.
Well, I always had a simple policy. I just stand up, unroll. I always had a pack of cigarettes in my left sleeve, always. Unroll my sleeve, take my cigarettes out, put them on the table, take my watch off, put it on the table, start emptying my pockets out, take my pocket knife out, put it on the table, take my wallet, put it on the table, hat and glasses on the table. then stand up. What are you doing? Well, I don't get other people's blood on any of my stuff. and
Roll up the destroyer in your sleeve now.
You get that deer in the headlights look, like there's no fear. Well, if you're gonna have to fight, you gotta fight. You know, that's life.
Yep.
And 9 times out of 10, let's go for a shot. It's over. It's done. You know, the bully got back down, and it's over. And it's all smooth and all good. And with that, thank you one and all for coming.
Thank you.
Thank
Stay
you.
logged in for Done Deal. And we will be back with our own version of Don Cherry.
Yes.
Next week.
We gotta get him a floral shirt. Bye, everybody. Have a great night.
Night, everyone.